Okay, so we're going to continue reading the highlights from The Magic of Thinking Big. I'm down here in Soho, at a little corner. I don't know if you can see in the back, but they're shooting something. It's probably Law and Order or whatever. This chapter is called How to Think Big. Probably the greatest human weakness is self-deprecation, that is, selling oneself short. I'm not good enough for that job, so why bother? You're bigger than you think, so fit your thinking to your true size. Think as big as you really are. Never, never, never sell yourself short. We do not think in words and phrases, we think only in pictures and images. So suppose you tell a group of people, I'm sorry to report we've failed. What do these people see? They see defeat and all the disappointment and grief the word failed conveys. Now suppose you said instead, here's a new approach that I think will work. They'll feel encouraged and ready to try again. Words like, we face a challenge, or we made a big investment. It will work, let me prove it. The image, bright hope, success, fun, and victory. Say you feel wonderful at every possible opportunity and you'll begin to feel wonderful and bigger too. Become known as a person who always feels great. It wins friends. Use bright, cheerful, favorable words and phrases to describe other people. Use positive language to encourage others. Compliment people personally at every opportunity. I'm successful because I don't try to sell my prospects a farm as it is. I develop my entire sales plan around what the farm can be. Look at things not as they are, but as they can be. Visualization adds to everything. A big thinker always visualizes what can be done in the future. He isn't stuck with the present. Putting a big value on customers is what converts them into big, regular patrons. See what can be, not just what is. I've made up my mind to look at myself as the person I'm going to be in a few short years. Concentrate on the big things that make a good speaker, knowledge of what he's going to talk about, and an intense desire to tell other people. In living with neighbors, the big objective is mutual respect and friendship, not who's right or wrong. Keep your eyes focused on the big objective. See what can be, not just what is. This chapter, How to Think and Dream Creatively. Creative thinking is simply finding new, improved ways to do anything. Step 1, believe it can be done. To do anything, we must first believe it can be done. You can discover solutions to personal problems if you believe you can. Eliminate the word impossible. Think of something special you've been wanting to do but felt you couldn't. Now make a list of reasons why you can do it. Welcome new ideas, break up fixed routines. How can we do it better than we did it where I used to work? Absolute perfection in all human undertakings, from building missiles to rearing children, is unattainable. This means there is an endless room for improvement. That's right, if something's perfect, it's not going to improve. That's a great line. Wow, I'm glad I highlighted that one. All during the week, I make notes and jot down ideas as to how I can improve my business. Then, every Monday evening, I set aside 4 hours to review the ideas I've jotted down, and figure out how to put the solid ones to use in the business. Just by conscientiously asking myself, how can I do a better job, I find the answers. Each day before you begin work, devote 10 minutes to thinking, how can I do a better job today? Ask, what can I do today to encourage my employees? The success combination is do what you do better, improve the quality of your output, and do more of what you do. Increase the quantity of your output. The second salesman used a different approach. He had charted his recommendations. All the details were shown in diagram form. I could grasp his proposal easily and quickly because I could literally see it. He sold me. Resolve to put your ideas in saleable form. An idea written or in some sort of picture or diagram form has many times more selling power than the idea presented in its oral form. And the last chapter, you are what you think you are. Those persons who command the most respect are also the most successful. We receive the kind of treatment we think we deserve. Self-respect shows through in everything we do. Never leave home feeling certain you look like the kind of person you want to be. A kid said, "But Dad, I can't think like the Lone Ranger without a Lone Ranger hat. An executive feels more like an executive when he's dressed like one." That's so true, and yet, okay. When asked, what are you doing? The first bricklayer said, laying brick. The second answered, making $9.30 an hour. The third said, me? Why, I'm building the world's greatest cathedral. That's cool. The biggest challenge in my job is to try and help people move from Group B to Group A. It's not easy though, because once a person thinks his job is important and thinks positively about it, he can't be helped. Think instead, I am important, I do what it takes, I am a first-class performer, my work is important. Think this way and you're headed straight to success. I started this. The way we think about our job determines how our subordinates will think toward our jobs. If you have enthusiasm, those around you will have it too. I started this too. Practice uplifting self-praise. Don't practice belittling self-punishment. Give yourself a pep talk and discover how much bigger and stronger you feel. Write a commercial about yourself. Start selling yourself to yourself and give yourself a pep talk several times daily. So, all great stuff for today. I hope you enjoyed the new scenery and I hope this came in okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.